Hey everyone, it's Alon. This time, I'm going to break down the final boss in this game. Or not. I honestly don't know. Grandmother Silk. Yes, they write grandmother with space in between. Don't ask me about it. But this will be a grand fight. Let's break her down. Here is my setup for this boss. I use Hunter's Crest for the biggest needle attack DPS. That is, if I can keep hitting the boss without getting hit. But that won't be a problem, right? I choose Sharp Dart here to show you the easier way to deal with her trickier attack without taking damage. But if you want big damage, then you can choose Threadstorm instead. For passives, it's the usual Volt Filament, Long Claw, and Polypouch. I recommend the Volt Filament in particular here since she's a big target to hit with skills, so that will help you maximize damage output. For throwables, I choose Cogflies and Volt Vessels. I don't even need to explain about Cogflies, but in general you don't really need throwables in this fight. I will only use Volt Vessel in her phase transition here. So Grandma will always float above throughout the fight and she doesn't have contact damage, so feel free to move anywhere close to her body. All of her needle attacks deal 2 damage, the summon spikes deal 1 damage, and her silk web attack deals 3 damage. The first attack is the Needle Flurry. This attack comes in 2 forms, which is horizontal and vertical form of attack. So Grandma has 6 needles in total. She divides them into 2 sets of 3 needles. She will use 1 set at a time, which can come either horizontal into vertical, or the other way around, or only 1 set of attack. But as you progress throughout the fight, she will do this attack faster and can chain 3 sets of needle attacks instead of the usual 2 sets combo. You only need to find the gap to avoid the needles, but as she goes faster with this attack, avoiding of the attack will get harder and overwhelming. That is exactly why we have Sharp Dart here. Just use it to trivialize all of the chaos while dealing damage to her. The second attack is the Needle Rain. This is just another variation of her needle attack. She will use all of the needle into vertical downward attack. It's very easy to avoid, but the gap of the needles can sometimes be smaller in later stage of the fight. If you ever get panic, just use your Sharp Dart again. The next one is the Claw Swipe. It's a 2-sequence move. She will go to the side and swipe the entire arena with her claw, and then send all 6 needles downward. You can avoid the swipe by jumping over or pogoing her, and then quickly look for the gap to avoid the needles. Using Sharp Darts on her Claw Swipe is also very safe because you will have enough iframe and distance to get away from the Needle Rain. After a couple of hits, she unlocks the next attack, which is the Silk Web. She will start by shrieking, and then there will be random patterns of silks appearing across the entire arena. These lines will glow for a moment before it triggers her special move if Hornet gets caught by any of the lines. I remind you that this attack deals 3 damage. You can iframe these lines as well with Sharp Dart. That's yet another attack trivialized. The only problem is she will do this attack twice in her second phase, so at least avoid one of the Silk Web and quickly use Sharp Dart if necessary to avoid the second one. When her HP is about 60%, she will fall off screen and transition into second phase. From this point onwards, the lesser her HP, the faster her attacks basically, but not terribly fast though. Her transition begins with the Rock Falls attack, which indicated by thick sets of silk lines like this. This attack will appear either in the center or the sides of the arena. After she reappears, she will eventually unlock her final attack variation, which is the Spike Pull. There will be 2 or 3 sets of thin silk lines in random parts of the arena. These silks will summon a spike which make the arena more dangerous. You can destroy them by hitting them twice, or get hit by them which deals 1 damage. To differentiate the Spike Pull and the Rock Falls is that the Spike Pull silk lines are thinner and appears in random spots. And that's about it. This boss is much easier than fighting Radiance from Hollow Knight. And considering what you've been through in this game before reaching her, I'm sure you have everything you need to beat her. But if you ever struggle on avoiding her attacks, then I already told you the easiest fix for that, which is using Sharp Dart to avoid all danger, including her Silk Web attack. Keep yourself near her to make sure you always have clear visibility on her attack and always hitting her so you never run out of skills to use your skills. Now then, here is your dessert, the full fight showcase. I'll be breaking down every single boss in this game one by one, so if you want to follow along, make sure to subscribe for the next guide. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button as well. Thanks for watching.